Hi, Trine. How are you today? Hello, Trin.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great, teacher.
Good.
How?
And what is your name?
Train, train.
Trin. Okay, awesome. And where are you from, Trin?
I come from Thailand.
Thailand. Awesome. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you. My name is Holly, and I'm from the United States. I'm from Idaho originally.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. So, are you in school?
Yeah, I'm.
Tell me about yourself.
Uh, I'm good at school. I meet friends, but some day is very boring.
Oh, okay. Okay. Excellent. Have you studied on Verbling for a long time?
Yes. For many months. Uh,
Uh-huh. For
like
several
3 months.
months? Awesome. Okay. Yeah. And what time is it right now in Thailand?
It's 2 p.m.
12 p.m.? So it is noon.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, it is 10 p.m. here on Saturday evening. So it is still Saturday where I'm at, where it is Sunday where you are. So awesome. Okay. And so how often do you study English?
Uh, in working or at school.
Both.
Uh, in on working is 2 times per week, but at school is four times per week.
Per week. Awesome. All right. Cool. Excellent. So what is the weather like right now in Thailand?
Hot,
It's hot. Okay.
but it's winter.
It's hot but winter. Yeah. Where I am, I'm checking the weather right now. It was warmer today than yesterday, but it is very cold right now. Let me check. Let's see. Where I am, it is um, it is just above freezing. It's 3.9 degrees Celsius. So it is very cold.
Pretty cold.
3.9. So in Thailand it is very hot, but in Idaho it is very cold. So, all right. So, hello Ariel, how are you?
Hello.
Hi Ariel. You know what? I remember what country you're from.
Yeah.
You're from Costa
Well,
Rica.
yeah, that's correct. I think you remember my profile picture, maybe?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Where is the profile picture from?
That's mine profile. That's me. That's
Is
mine.
that you, is that you doing that?
Yeah, I used to run with my motorcycle.
Really?
Yeah.
So you tour with this? Is this a
No,
professional?
no, just like a hobby.
Oh, it's a hobby. Okay.
It's a hobby.
Awesome.
Kind of.
Awesome. Yeah. Question for you: is Costa Rica a good country for a family to go and spend a year there to learn about the culture and learn the language?
Yes, I think that's a very good country because here in Costa Rica you will find everything. I mean, and also Costa Rica is a very small country, so I
Hmm.
mean, there's no problem. Most of the people are nice,
Hmm.
friendly, that's kind of things. I mean, I'm really happy to live here.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think I think you will
Yeah.
enjoy it if you come here also on a vacation plan or two
Huh?
weeks or more. You will enjoy it too
Really?
much.
You think so? Yeah, I know I really liked Colombia, and I had never really considered going to South America or Latin America at all. And then I was asked when I came back to the States to go to Colombia for a few days, and I
Well,
absolutely loved it. And I'm like, "Ah, why hadn't I ever thought about this continent?" So
but
a good afternoon, Jabo.
Good afternoon,
How
teacher.
are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Uh-huh.
How
Excellent.
about you?
Good. Good.
hmm
So, question for you: in the call center job that you have, what is your shift?
My
Do you
shift
work
is
days?
normal time. I work at 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Okay, so you do
Normal
work
shift.
day.
Yeah, daytime.
Yeah,
Daytime.
daytime. Okay. When I was a call center, my first job after university was working for the phone company, and that was basically the center was open between like 7 it was open between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. or something like that. So I
well,
never had to deal with the shifts that people in many call centers have to deal with. But
But my company is this a different story. My company is 24 hours working.
I think most,
We still have nighttime. Like
yeah,
the graveyard shift. Do you know graveyard shift?
yeah, graveyard.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
I mean,
graveyard.
you work nighttime about midnight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When I was see, but of course that the first that when I told you about that, that was back in 1991,
oh, I didn't
1991 to
know.
1994. So it
So,
was a long time ago.
oh, you
Well,
work
no.
at a call center. So why do you want to change your job to be a English teacher?
Well, I was young. When I started at the call center, I was 21,
Mm.
and of course, by the time I left, I was 24, and Um, I started to get really bored. I was getting 200% of my quota on a monthly basis. I was doing my work really, really well, and I had applied to be promoted to move up in the organization, and I was accepted, but they had no jobs for me because they were going to downsize. And so I saw an ad in the newspaper that said, "Come to Korea. Come to Korea. Bachelor's degree required. No experience necessary." And teach English. So I was 24. I was young. I was single. So I did that, and I did not. The first year I did not really like teaching all that well. I felt very uncomfortable. I had no experience, and nobody. The training they told us they were going to give us, they didn't give it to us. So I had to learn. A lot of my students taught me a lot about teaching and what they expected and stuff. And uh, the second that I went back to the States and I was going to go back to the telephone company because it was just a 1 year plan, and I couldn't handle the reverse culture shock. Have you heard of reverse culture shock?
Culture shock. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It-
Well, it's reverse is when you have culture shock in your own country when you go back. And I couldn't handle it, so I went back to Korea for a second year, and that's when I actually realized I liked teaching. And so I decided to go into it full time, and so I never really looked back. And it was just a couple years ago that I worked at a call center for the last year, but I was in management by then, so it was a completely different experience than a call center representative. So yeah, but a long story. So hi, Ake, how are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Very good. Very good. This is the first time I've taught a class where there's more Asians in it than Europeans or South Americans or Latin Americans, Europeans or Americans. So we have Trin. Do you guys know Trin? He is a young man from uh, Thailand, and he is a schoolboy. And Ujabo, then of course from Taiwan. Then Ariel from Costa Rica. And Ariel, you do know that in English, you've got a girl's name, right?
Sorry?
In English, Ariel is a girl's name.
Yes, yes.
You've heard
Also,
that.
also, there is a movie about it, I think.
Uh-huh.
About.
Exactly. If I were to tell my niece that that I know a man named Ariel, she would go, "No." And then of course there's Ake from Japan. So I'm sure there'll be more people coming in to the class. Today's topic is countries. It should be a fun class. What we're going to do, the goals for this class is, of course, speaking practice. Speaking practice and learn idioms, and basically speaking practice and learn idioms. That's basically the plan for today. And then hello, Aaron. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to
So,
see.
Aaron,
Always
nice
to
to see you.
see. Good to see you
Did you
too.
have a nice break?
Yeah, really, really a
Yeah,
nice one.
yeah. I was actually very surprised. This evening, I'm the only one teaching right now at Verbling, and when I'm not teaching, there's no classes. I'm like, but I couldn't do the whole out, 6 hours or whatever. But I don't know what happened. So, but everyone, this is Aaron from Peru, and Aaron, we've got Ake from Japan, Ariel from Costa Rica, Jabo from Thailand, and
Taiwan?
Trin from
Taiwan?
Taiwan. Oops,
Oh.
Jabo from Taiwan, Trin from Thailand. So,
Yeah, that
so
sounds very similar.
they are,
Yeah.
but they're very very different, and they're spelled very different as well. So,
Yes.
but you are in
Okay.
the same part of the world. So let's get started. So the topic is countries. The first thing, this is kind of a fun little activity that I have for you guys. And this one is, these are all the countries that I have actually visited. So I've been
Wow.
to. So, do
Wow.
you know which country uses each flag? And if you know about the country, let's see if we can talk about each country. So let's start with this first one. What country is this flag?
Canada.
Your
Canada.
neighbor.
My neighbor, yeah. So what do you guys know about Canada?
Mm,
It's a
Canada
very cold
territory is
one.
very big,
Okay, so
but small population.
let's make a list of characteristics about each country. So Canada, cold. What else?
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Syrup. I'm not sure. Yeah, yes. Syrup, syrup,
Syrup. Syrup.
syrup, syrup.
Yeah, I thought that was Vermont. I didn't know that was Canada. What else? When I think of Canada, I think of hockey. Anything else?
a strong economic situation, I think.
Okay.
Like I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, strong economy.
Strong economy. Okay.
Strong economy. Okay. What else?
Quebec. Quebec has a different, how can I say, language and different culture.
Okay. So basically, we can say bilingual.
Yeah.
Bilingual, yeah.
Bilingual
French and
nation.
English, right?
Yeah. French and English. And I think most of the, even the people in the English-speaking part, they all have to learn French. So it's one of the English-speaking countries that actually knows how to teach languages, and you know, unlike my own, that never taught me French. So okay, anything else about Canada?
Territory is very big, very vast. Territory.
What is very big?
I mean territory. The
Okay, yeah.
country
Territory is huge.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah, territory is huge or large. Okay. It's not part of the U.S. Not the U.S. That's what Canadians would say.
That's Canada.
You're not American.
Yeah.
Yeah, although Canadian people look very alike to Americans.
Yeah,
So
because
I listen to the kind of argument actually. They are afraid of, being being kind of, uh, similar as American or something like that.
yeah.
They want to have their own identity.
They don't want to be. So it's not the same, but it's kind of like, Jabo, you are from Taiwan. You are not from China, right?
Yeah, I'm from
Similar
China.
type thing. It's not the same because it's a completely different political situation, but Canadians, not American. Yeah, they are American, not not USA. I guess we gotta say it that way. All right. The next flag over here. What flag is this? This is when we need Julio. Where is he?
It's a Mexican flag.
Yeah, it's Mexico. So, what do we know about Mexico? Less than the U.S.
They do like a lot. They do
Yeah.
like chili a lot.
They what?
They like
They
Chili pepper.
like
chili.
chili pepper.
Oh, they like. Oh, okay. They like spicy. They like chilies.
Yeah.
Like chili peppers,
Tacos.
and spicy
Tacos.
food. What else?
Well,
People in Mexico like to immigrate to the United States. Immigrate.
Yeah, they do move. Some move north.
some, yeah.
Or some more, yeah.
I would say, and it's interesting because I think that the people that people that move north are different than the Mexicans that stay in the country.
Mm.
So,
I heard from the news there are so many drug dealers, like marijuana dealer, something like that.
deer hunters,
Yeah, drug dealer. I heard from news. Mafia.
deer hunters. Is that what it is?
Oh no, drug
Oh,
dealer.
drug dealers.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we
mafia.
need
Mafia,
Julio.
something
Where
like
is Julio? Strong mafia. Okay. Actually, Julio was saying earlier in another class, he was talking about a problem with the mafia being aligned with the government. So, one thing that I know about Mexicans is they're hard workers.
Yeah.
They have a strong work ethic. At least the ones I know.
Excuse me,
And
what did you just say? A
A
strong.
strong work ethic.
Right.
Okay.
So a strong work ethic is a person they work hard, they come to work, they do their work. So okay, in my opinion, good food.
Yeah, good food.
Tacos.
Tequila.
Well, yes, tequila. We can't. They. Anything else? Yeah.
And how can I say, Aztec civilization.
No what?
Aztec.
Aztec.
Yeah, the
Aztec.
old civilization in
Aztec culture.
yeah.
Is that in from Mexico? I thought it was from
I
Peru.
think I
No,
think you
Aztec is from Mexico.
Is it,
yes,
Peru, it has been the Incas.
Inca. Yes.
Incas? Okay, yeah, I knew that because I knew that Peru had something that was from the past as well. Okay, so this next one right here. What flag is that?
United
England.
Okay, United Kingdom. Okay, and what are some characteristics of the United Kingdom?
They are
Commonwealth.
divided parts. That's why they are called united.
Okay, they are divided parts
Yeah,
with what?
with
What,
England,
North Ireland,
Scotland, North Ireland, and Wales, and some other parts, I guess.
Scotland, Wales, Isle of Man, and then there's some other ones
And
as well.
yeah.
And the Isle of Man, some people say it's part of Scotland, but I have a friend that she's an English teacher there, like what I do, and she says no, we are Isle of Man. So, what else?
Soccer. Soccer.
Soccer. Is that what you said, Trent?
Yeah.
Soccer. Okay.
English language.
Okay.
Yeah.
English language. And maybe.
King and queen.
Okay, in English we call that the monarchy.
Monarchy. Okay.
So they have a king and queen, king and or queen. Okay. Anything else?
British rock.
British rock. British
Yeah.
rock, like the Beatles is
Yes.
okay. Yes, of course, Aka, you would say that. And I was thinking breakfast, British breakfast is known around the world, I think.
Have you heard about London being the music capital or capital of the music?
No, I think there's a lot of cities that claim that kind of thing. But so music capital? I don't know why. I haven't heard that, but I don't see why it can't be that. Many tourists, and when you're in central London, it's like have anybody here? Have any of you been to London?
No, I haven't.
No.
No.
No
Okay.
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
When I've been to London more times than I can count, at least 7 times. So I can count more than 7, but I've been there a lot of times. And when you're in central London, it's like you're in. It's like well, we call it in English a melting pot, and it's basically many nationalities. And also foreigners. A lot of people there do not speak English as their native tongue, and melting pot would be just all kinds of different people from around the world. And it's just amazing. You meet people from England, but there's people from all over because it's so many tourists, and then you have a lot of the workers. They go to the work to learn English, and they stay there. So okay, let's go on to another country. Okay, so what country is the next one? What country is this?
I don't know.
Holland?
France?
It's Holland.
Netherlands?
Yeah, it's Holland or the Netherlands.
And Netherlands.
Okay, so tell me about them. What do we know about them?
Flowers, I think they call it tulips.
Tulips, yep.
Okay.
Tulips.
Mm,
You can also
no, no.
say flowers.
Windmills?
Windmills. Wooden shoes.
Really? Golden
Yeah.
shoes?
Wooden shoes, yeah.
How is that possible?
Yeah.
You tried? Have you tried them?
My mom actually had my grandpa picked a pair of wooden shoes up from when he was over there when she was a child for World War II, and he picked up a pair. And I used to try to put it on when I was a child, and it was not really fun. But so you guys have not seen these?
Yeah, I have seen it.
Yeah, these are trademark of well, this is Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We can see
I think you would have felt like Pinocchio.
Probably. I remember trying to wear my mom's, and my feet were always too big. So by the time I could actually know what they were. So okay. Anything else about Holland?
kind of some policy are quite liberal in Holland.
Portion of what?
A policy of marijuana or euthanasia.
Yeah,
They're one of the nation, yeah.
yeah, they're politically liberal.
Mm.
In the use of, especially there's one part I guess they have politically liberal. They have the coffee houses.
Yeah. Coffee shops.
The coffee shops that that's really
Famous.
they're famous because they sell marijuana. They sell brownies. Yeah.
Oh, brownies.
Yeah.
But
What
I
is it?
think actually there is a state in the United States that you can buy marijuana. Is that correct?
There's 2 states.
2 states. Which
Yeah.
ones?
Which ones? Where it is legal, it is now legal, is Washington and Colorado.
Colorado. No.
So those are the 2 states where it is legal to purchase and consume marijuana. So yeah, there's a joke running around Facebook right now about Santa Claus. There's Santa Claus has a sign that says don't the elf is basically telling Santa Claus not to eat or drink anything in Colorado or Washington State. It's pretty funny. So
Okay, the capital of Netherlands is Amsterdam.
yes.
Okay, how do they call how is named Amsterdam? I don't remember. Is there a popular, I don't know, name for Amsterdam?
Not that I know of, just Amsterdam.
Okay.
There may be. I don't know. So, but anyway, let's go to the next flag right here. What flag is that? We're gonna have to
Germany.
Germany.
Germany. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so what are some things that we know about Germany?
Berlin Wall.
World War I and World War II. Okay. I don't really want to put that. Okay. They were, them in Italy, I guess, were part of that.
Berlin Wall?
The
Yes.
what?
Berlin Wall. Berlin.
Berlin Wall. Okay.
Berlin Wall.
Berlin Wall. Trin, were you saying something?
Yes.
What did you say?
Yes.
Beer?
Yeah, a lot of beer drinkers.
Beer, yes. Yes.
They consume a lot of beer, right?
Yeah, they have the Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there a particular reason to celebrate with beer in that month?
Don't have a clue.
Okay, yeah.
I've been to England and Germany a lot, but I can't really say that I ever learned that. And I can't say I've ever drank any beer either, so I don't like beer. So we don't know a lot about Germany. Okay.
Maybe.
I used to drink with German graduate school students one night. Yeah, they drink a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a boss from Germany, and she wasn't a real German. I mean, she was German, but she was so international. She can speak Japanese fluently. She can speak French at a high enough level. She can speak Italian very well. And so I'm like, you're not a true German. So, okay, what country is this?
Korea, South Korea.
South Korea. Okay. So what do we know about South Korea?
Samsung.
Okay. Yes.
The only thing that I know from Korea.
Samsung. Yeah. I used to work at Samsung Hospital. I used to teach there. In fact, they had me. I taught the PR guy for the Samsung Hospital, so they had me pose for a picture, and I had no idea what it was. And all of a sudden, I was in the newspaper in Korea, and they said I was a foreign patient getting a consultation. And in reality, I was the English teacher, so it was funny. Okay, so besides Samsung, also Hyundai.
LG is also from there,
LG,
right?
yeah, LG is Korean. What else?
They like to eat barbecue and spicy food like kimchi or something like that.
Yes. So good food. Spicy. There's kimchi. Kimchi is one thing that they're known for, definitely. Ginseng. Yes. Thanks, Trin. And let's see, what else are they known for?
It
Hangul.
is more democratic than South Korea, democratic country.
Excuse me?
I mean, South Korea is more democratic country
Okay.
than North Korea.
Yes. But in a lot of ways, they're also a divided country.
Yeah.
Between North and South Korea. And so that because of that, there is that Cold War between North and South Korea. And you can feel it. I was there when the man who did the dividing, when he died, is when I was there. Kim Il-sung, I think. That could be his son, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, his son is the president
Yeah, well, his grandson is now. So it's because his son, he died in 1994, and then the son took over, and then he died just in the last 3 or 4 years, and now his grandson is took over.
Also, he is like 20 years old, maybe. He's
Yeah,
very young.
yeah, young and spoiled, I guess. I don't know much. So, all right. So, what country is this?
I don't know how to pronounce
Greece.
it.
Greece. It's not Greece. No,
Finland.
it's Finland. Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
Finland. Okay. What do you guys know about Finland?
Nokia?
Nokia. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people think that Nokia is Japanese because of the name, but it's Nokia is actually a small town. It was about probably 20 minutes from where I used to live, and that is actually the Nokia phone company actually started out as a tire company. And then
Really?
yeah, and then they kind of just diversified, and the Nokia tire company is still there, and the Nokia mobile phone company kind of they divided at one time. So, but anything else?
Co-waiter and a very promising seafood business.
Whether and promising what?
Seafood. I mean ocean. People there like to catch fish. Yeah,
Yes, seafood,
fish, large fish.
salmon,
Yeah.
salmon. Yeah, seafood is. But I guess I was in a landlocked area, but there's many lakes, many lakes. From my house I could walk to 2 lakes. One it took me and the dog 10 minutes to go around, and the other took the dog and I 75 minutes to go around. And so many lakes. Anything else?
Moving.
Moomies, yes. Does anybody besides our Japanese know what a moomin is?
Mm-mm. Not that
It's
I know.
very popular here.
It's very popular in Japan, and
Yeah.
it's very popular in. Let's see. I'm going to go to
Yeah.
Google Images and show you guys. It's a cartoon that
Yeah.
has made it out of the Finland, and it's very
Yeah.
popular in Finland.
Maybe yeah, Japanese anime. Because of that, it's very famous.
Yeah,
Yes, I always watching this show.
yeah. This is really famous in Japan, but it's not famous outside of.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
besides, it's from Finland, but nobody really knows about it outside of Japan and Finland. So, but yeah, they have English books, and their shows are. I guess they probably have it in Japanese. So, the people are for them, silence is golden.
Silence
So
is what? Excuse me.
golden. Silence is golden. So they don't spend a lot of time on small talk, and they when they say something they mean it. So they feel like they only need to say it once. They don't need to say the same thing over and over because they mean what they say. So
Kind
okay,
of direct.
very
Very.
direct. They are very direct. Very direct. They say what they mean. But also they're very trustworthy. In Finland, I remember going to a McDonald's once, and there was a cell phone sitting on a table. And when I left the McDonald's 20 minutes later, that cell phone was still sitting there. And in most countries, the cell phone would have been gone in 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in some respects, they're very trusting as well. Okay, so the next flag, which one is this one?
Sweden.
Sweden, yes, very good, Tran. Sweden. Oops. By Sweden. Sweden. Okay. What do we know about Sweden?
ABBA.
That's my first thought as well. ABBA. Anything else? They're cold. Cold weather. I'm sorry, who was speaking? Okay. Anyway.
And I heard Skype is a Swedish company. I'm not sure.
Is Skype Swedish?
I'm not sure about that, but probably.
Okay. We'll we'll
Okay.
let them take. We'll on this exercise we'll just say that they're. I have to look that up. I didn't know that. So okay, the next country. Does anybody know what country this is? This one is, and I wouldn't be surprised if you don't know anything. If it's,
Lithuania, I think.
no, it's not Lithuania. But it is in that area though.
Estonia?
Yes, it is Estonia.
Yeah.
Anything? Do you know anything about it?
No, nothing.
Don't.
It's all I remember about it is it's in the Baltics,
Mhm.
and so it has cold weather. Okay, let's go to the next one. What country is this? Okay, so we'll go through this faster. Latvia. Nobody knows anything about it, I'm guessing. So, what country is this one?
That's Portugal.
Portugal. Okay. And so, what do we know about Portugal?
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Who? Is that a soccer player or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Located in
Cristiano Ronaldo.
a peninsula.
Okay. So it's on a peninsula. They speak Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Fad? Fad, maybe.
Fat?
Yeah, fad.
Fad.
It's kind of sad song, ballad type song in Portuguese. Called fad, I guess.
And there's a song called Fad.
Yeah, type of song, a genre of
Oh,
music.
Fad. Okay. Okay, I'll just put Fad. Okay. Okay. Next one. What country is this one?
France.
France. Okay. What do we know about France?
Banquet. I mean bucket, sorry.
Baguettes?
Bucket. Yeah, French bread.
Oh, French breads. Okay.
Yeah.
French bread.
Yeah. Gotta speak English for me here. So, okay, French bread.
Perfume.
So many tourist spots.
Tourism. Okay.
Tourism.
But Tren, I think you said something, Tren.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't hear that. Try that again. Perfume. French perfume. Okay. Okay. Right.
So fashion. People there are very open.
Are they open?
Yeah, and
Okay.
romantic.
Romantic. Okay. And language snobs. You know what I mean by that?
No, what does that
Is
mean?
it true they don't
They don't
like
like to study English.
No, it has nothing to do with English. They only want their French to be pure. So, for example,
yeah, really.
so I know somebody from Canada that went there, and they were speaking French, and the people refused to speak to them because they spoke the wrong
Mm,
French.
maybe they have a kind of committee, whether it is a proper French or not.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
and
heard that.
and so the people would only speak English to this couple, and the couple was frustrated because their French was better than the French people's English. So, okay, let's go to the next one. So down here, what country is this?
Ireland?
Yeah. One is Ireland and one is Italy, but I don't know which. It looks wrong. Totally looks wrong. The color looks wrong, but Ireland. So Ireland. Okay. Ireland. Okay. I have some other things I want to do. We've taken longer than I planned on this. So the next one is Italy. What is the third one?
Colombia.
Colombia. Yes. Do we have anybody from Colombia here? Usually we do. Huh. Okay. And
Yeah,
then
but
this
maybe
one.
not this time, I guess.
Yeah, not this time. Normally we do. Which one is this one? Anybody know?
Poland.
Poland, yes.
Hmm.
Poland. And then the last one is Austria. So these are the countries Holly has been to. So,
Oh, I see.
but okay, we're gonna move on. These are some idioms about nationalities, and I don't want to take a lot of time on this, so I'm just gonna quickly go through and tell you what they mean. So idioms, it's all Greek to me. We use this expression when we cannot understand something we hear or read.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put this on the chat because it's just easier. Okay. I'm putting it on the PowerPoint.
To go
So,
Dutch?
go Dutch. Anybody know what that means?
Yeah, kind of split the bill.
Yes. It's when you split the bill to go Dutch. Like my mom called me a couple weeks ago and she said, Holly, can we go out to eat? And she said, but can we go Dutch? I'll pay for myself and you pay for yourself. Sure.
Okay.
So some cultures it's normal to go Dutch, and other cultures it's not normal. Chinese whispers. Anybody know what that would be? This is the expression is often used to explain mistakes and inaccurate information which comes from rumors or gossips. So you would say Chinese whispers. And next one, Dutch courage. Anybody know what Dutch courage is?
Dutch courage. No. I haven't heard of it.
Okay. So if you are worried about something and you are old enough, maybe you might need to do something. Maybe you need a little alcohol in order to do it.
Okay.
So this is when you need a little alcohol to give you the courage or confidence to do something. Okay. A Mexican. No. What is the next one?
Maybe the kind of pardon my nonsense word or something.
Pardon my French. Okay. This is when you say a bad word, and then you turn to the person and say, "Pardon my French." And even though it's not really French, you just say it, "Pardon my French."
Okay.
Okay.
So you say, "Oh," and say a bad word, and then you say, "Pardon my French." So we use this expression before or after we have said something rude, for example, a swear word. And a Mexican standoff, And this expression is often used in a business situation when two sides cannot agree. So, okay. And then in Indian summer, okay. Okay, you've used this a lot. What is an Indian
Uh,
summer?
Indian summer is a kind of early winter or something. Sometimes warm day is in the winter. That's called Indian summer.
Yeah, it's actually in the late autumn. It's a period
A
in late
little.
autumn when
That,
the weather is unusually warm. So before it gets cold, when it should be cold and it's not,
mhm.
is what an Indian summer is. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss some of these. Aaron, would you like to work in a tropical country? Or you actually do, don't you?
Yeah, I do. This is a tropical country. I like it very much. We have
Okay.
sun uh, all the year,
Uh-huh.
throughout the year. I like the sun, and well, I'm pretty happy to work here. I would
Yeah.
love to have the chance eventually to visit any other country, maybe South America
Uh-huh.
or the other continent. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, would you like to work in Antarctica?
No, because maybe it's not. I'm getting old. It's not good for my health.
Okay, it's not good for your health.
Too
Okay.
cold. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Ariel, would you like to live where there is always snow? And I know there's not snow in Costa Rica, so would you like to live where there's always snow?
Uh, I would like to visit it in order to see how is it, because I haven't seen it before. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I would like to see
Yeah.
it first, and I don't know yet. Maybe.
It's one thing that I realized when I was in graduate school, and we had a snowstorm when I was in graduate school, and I was walking down the street with a colleague of mine from Taiwan,
Mm.
and she was walking. The places she was choosing to walk made me realize that she did not know how to walk on snow. Because the first day it snows, it's great, it's beautiful, but at night it freezes and the snow turns into ice, and then it snows again, and so you have snow, ice, snow. So you have to when it comes to the snow, you have to know what to look for, and you instinctively know what is. If you grow up in snow, you instinctively know what is safe, what you can walk on, and what you can't. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. So I remember telling her to look for this. This is what you look for. You can walk on this. It's fine. So because her first experience in the snow was she fell down. So
Yeah, that's probably it will happen for me.
yeah, exactly. One rule of thumb, just always remember, after a snowstorm and after you know that there's a little ice, if it's shiny, don't walk on it, and look for dirt.
Okay.
That's where people have actually put dirt out to make it make it
I
nice.
think also
Okay.
that's the most common mistake that people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's slippery.
After sunny, they walk on the ice.
Yes. They walk on the ice and they don't know how to walk on the ice because there is a way to do that too. So, Jabo, would
Yeah.
you like to live in where there is desert and hot weather?
Definitely not, because desert is not easy to for people to live. Yeah, and
Okay.
there's few water there, and also very hot. I don't
Hmm.
like desert.
Okay. All right. And Trin, would you like to go and live in another country?
Hmm, I wouldn't like to go to to live another country, but I would like to visit.
You okay? You would like to visit. Which
But
country?
uh,
What country would you like to go to?
Italy, United Kingdom, and
Mhm. Cool. Cool. All right. Thank you. Um, Aaron, what country would you like to visit? If you could go tomorrow, what country would you choose?
If I were to visit some country, it would be maybe Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah, I would like to know more closely to the ancient culture.
Uh-huh.
And another one would be England or United Kingdom.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, of course, the United States.
Nah, you don't want to go there. There's so many other countries. Come here when you're old.
Yeah, maybe.
Go everywhere else. That's what I decided.
Yeah,
That's what,
Japan. Japan is also another country I
yeah.
would like to visit. Yeah.
Japan's on my bucket list. That's when I want to go to the saunas. Not the saunas, the spas. I've heard
Mm.
about Japanese spas. Okay, and okay, what country would you like to live in and why?
Yeah, I lived the United States for a while, so I can expect what is it or culture shock or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So you'd like to go
maybe
back?
yeah, maybe it's easier to assimilate,
Ah, okay.
probably,
What
because
what
I have
part?
already known that.
Okay, what part of the U.S. would you want to go back to the south where you were, or?
In terms of climate, I prefer South or California or
Mm-hmm.
that area, but not
California or
too
Florida?
hot. Yeah, not desert area,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
Georgia or Florida, not California or something. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, well, we have a new teacher, it looks like, on Verbling who is from Georgia. His name is Jacob. So he visited our last
Um,
class.
he in the exact the same town in where I live. Yeah,
Oh, really? Have you talked to him?
coincidentally we found. Uh, yeah, maybe Jacob. I'm not sure the barbering teacher. Yeah, maybe probably Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he visited our last class because he had not tried out the Hangouts yet. So he had a
Okay.
very clear speech and easy to understand, I think. Okay. Um, so, Ariel, what country would you like to work in?
To work in
Hmm.
maybe Canada.
And why is that?
Canada.
Can't why?
Why? Because, like I said to you before, I have heard about the economic situation currently is
Oh
very good.
yes. Uh-huh. Strong economics.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
also, and my career has a very well, my career has a lot of opportunities there. So
Oh,
I'm thinking
okay.
seriously.
About going there?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe in a
Okay.
couple of years after I
Awesome.
finish my college.
I think that Canada is actually quite easy to immigrate to, from my understanding, but I'm not sure actually. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation, and I hope you got a chance to practice. And we spent so much time on the first part that we flew through the last second part. So, if you guys would like the file, let me know, and I'll put a link up on this. So. Thank you very much, and everyone. Let's see, South America, sleep well, and if you're in South America or in the Americas, and have continue to have a good day in Asia. We don't have any Europe today, so okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much
Bye
to
bye.
you, Holly.
So,
Thanks. Bye.